Hi, I'm Bry Cox with BryCoxWORKSHOPS.com. Today's question is about credentials, getting credentials, particularly about being like a master photographer. So, lo and behold, I'm wearing my awards today, which I just wear all the time. You walk in the studio, I'm wearing these. Walking shopping, buying groceries, I'm wearing these. No, but seriously, this is like what you wear as a photographer at conventions and PPA events, Professional Photographers of America events. And think of it as like if you look at scouts, right? They have the bandolier with the merit badges and things, or Cub Scouts with the belt, right? You earn awards and they get pinned on there. And it's like, one, it gives you goals, but it also lets other scouts know, it's like, oh, hey, look, that guy's been doing pretty well, and it kind of gives you like an idea where people are at. So the same thing with this. I got two state, because when I first became a photographer, I joined Idaho and Utah. And so I won't mention those, but here is the national PPA necklace. So just to give you an idea first of what a master is, let me tell you a few things first. This kind of combines a few awards, right? The Master, Craftsman, and Master is also a yellow ribbon, Craftsman's a blue ribbon. So if you get Master and Craftsman, it becomes a yellow and blue ribbon. And then every time you get either the Master or the Craftsman again, you get a bar. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at the time of this recording, I have 10 bars. And then the last thing here is certification. And then these are other just award pins up the side. Okay, so how do you get those and what's important about them and why should I get them, things like that. So first of all, why you should get them. I think it's important. A lot of people think it's good for marketing, and I think there is a good thing for marketing to say, hey, look, there's a gazillion photographers in my town, but I'm someone different. I have certain accolades. I have studied, I've won awards, whatever, and I've kind of risen above. So yeah, there's a gazillion people, but I'm kind of rising above that group of people. But secondly, I think it's good specifically for you as a photographer. Just like earning merit badges as a scout makes that scout a better person, right? Earning awards as a photographer makes you more introspective. It makes you more focused on goals and just being all around better. So of these 3 awards, Master, Craftsman, and Certified, there's one you can do pretty much right now, and that's being certified. There's literally less than 1% of photographers are certified. So that's a great thing to do. It might be a little difficult, but what it requires is a test and having your images judged and juried, and to see how they would score just in a national baseline. It's not trying to be super creative. It's just showing how are you creatively and technically at just producing good images. So what you do, I will put the links here with this video to the website, but you sign up, take the test if you want. You can get some textbooks and things like that to kind of study for the test beforehand. Take the test and then also submit a certain amount of images kind of based on what you like to shoot. If you're like a wedding photographer, family photographer, whatever, you submit those kind of images. And hopefully that's something you can do pretty quickly, right? Master and Craftsman then take a while. You used to have to be a certified photographer to be a master. You don't anymore. But to get a master, it's kind of like this degree is kind of based upon putting in a certain amount of effort in certain areas, right? And so they're called merits. And more than half of those 25 total needed for the master come from print awards, national print awards. So that means every year you submit 4 images and you hopefully can win a point for each one, hopefully. Sometimes you may get 1 point of all 4. Sometimes you don't get anything. But the idea is that you're constantly trying to grow and learn, and it's not about trying to beat somebody out. It's about your personal growth and creating an image that is great enough to score well enough on a national level, right? And when you earn 13 points, and that's more than half what you need for your master, the other 12 can come from any number of things, service, other print merits as well, even speaking or something like that, putting on a program in your local area. The craftsman, very similar to the master, 25 points again, but those come from more than half of speaking around the country in various states. So let's say you put on a program in your local area, there's something you're doing different, and you talk to the PPA about putting on a program in your local area with that particular affiliate group. And let's say it's such a hit, people like it, and all of a sudden some other states are calling and saying, hey, come give your program over here. Maybe it's a particular way you're shooting babies or a particular way you're doing something and everyone's loving this, right? If you can start speaking and getting a point per every place you speak, right, that kind of helps you get that craftsman. So again, those are the ideas. I will put links to these and how to get signed up with the Professional Photographers of America and how to start earning your own credentials. But make it a goal to not just be a photographer, but to be a great photographer, to have some specific goals that you're working on aside from just client work, but you're also working on you, yourself, and your own personal growth on how to be a better photographer creatively and a better photographer technically. And then, of course, my website, BryCoxWORKSHOPS.com. I also help you on being a better photographer in a business sense as well. So I think all those three areas are really, really required. So, all right. If you have any comments to this, let me know. If you have any questions for me, send them to me at BryCoxWORKSHOPS.com or send them to me on my Facebook page, on YouTube, or whatever, post below this video. Let me hear your questions and let's get those questions answered. Until next time, America.